that Jesus has died.
I was a crippled man from Caesarea. I had never known what it was walk. I had never known what was talk. No one could heal me. And he tried everything. I had some good friends who will take me out and try to make me feel, well, normal. I prayed one day I would be healed and that I could walk with my friends. We start hearing about a man. They call him Jesus. He travels around teaching people about God. A great teacher, they say. They also said he would perform miracles. The sick went to him and he would heal him. Listen, we all want to meet him. Even those who are wrong. If only I could get to meet him, this man. Maybe he will heal me. I was taught by banging at my door. My friends burst in. Excitement pouring. You won't believe it. We're going, he is here. We are taking you to be healed by Jesus, friends. One shouted. They picked me up and they carried me quickly across town and the house that he was in. When we arrived at the house, there were so many people lost, crowded. Outside the house, and not one person could fit inside. I noticed the thoughts one of my friends' faces. We all knew that he was thinking. When we noticed some stairs on the outside of the house, they quickly carried me up to the stairs. Sweat beading through their brows, all the way to the roof of the house. The roof was flat and made with clay. We listened closely and I could hear him. Jesus was talking right below me. He was so close, I was reaching. They began breaking the hole in the clay, so the hole became the size of me. I'm rejoicing. The people look at me. In all the sides, they were witnessing. They were squinting from the lights, now pouring into the dark house. My heart was racing. I did not feel safe to start sometimes with that man. And here I was being lowered in front of this amazing man. I had faith first. Then Jesus says, your sins are forgiven. When Jesus said that, some of the Jewish teachers did not believe it. They didn't like it. They did not say anything, but inside their minds, You were. You were thinking that Jesus could not forgive sins. Only God could forgive sins. The truth, it was wrong. Even Jesus to say that to me. Even though the teachers did not to say anything out loud. Jesus knew it, what they are thinking. I knew it, that He could forgive me my sins. Because Jesus is God's Son. So Jesus did something else that only God has the power to do it. Jesus said to me, get up, take up your mat, and go. Go home. The room was astonished. No one could believe it. Miracles, of course. I got up, collected my mat, and walked out. A miracle had happened. I was healed. My wonderful returned friends had faith as I did, and I whisked home. Everyone praised God and saying how good God is.
I am a Jewish woman bound by the law, no rights and considered an outcast for what felt like an eternity. My body was attacked by an illness. I have no idea why, but I would not stop bleeding. I longed to be healed. It just did not stop, slowly losing blood. I grew weaker and weaker. You see, the law given to Moses by God states that if a person is bleeding, they are considered unclean. An unclean person could not be in a house. I had to stay outside the town. I could not touch a clean person. It felt like a lifetime without a warm embrace. People feared my uncleanliness might be passed to them. Days turned into months, months into years. Eternity to my mind. It turned into 12 long, lonely, suffering years. I resigned myself to the fact that this was to be my fate. I longed for a miracle. I prayed to God to remove this sickness and agony from me. I received no answer, surviving day by day in isolation. I tried to keep in the loop within the world I was shunned from. I kept hold of my faith, but it wasn't easy. One day I heard of a man. Some said this man was the Messiah. Others didn't believe so. But one thing was for sure, no one could explain the miracles he performed. But what left me intrigued was that he was a healer. This man was healing people. I knew then I had to meet this man. There may be hope for me after all. I would do anything to be healed. I prayed that he would cross my path and end my suffering. Then I heard his wonderful name, Jesus. Jesus of Nazareth was coming. I could not believe my ears. This was the man I had prayed to meet, the man who performed miracles, the man who healed. This could be my answer I had longed for. Was God finally answering my prayers? I stood by the road weary but excited. The crowd grew bigger and bigger, pressing past me. I strained my eyes to see this healer and just caught a glimpse of him, and there I knew, I believed, I had the faith in my heart, whispered that this man was the Messiah. I believed he had the power to end all of my suffering. With every part of me I believed. I believed it so much with the faith I knew. I would not even need to ask him. He didn't even need to touch me. No one told me who he was. No one said, here comes Jesus. They did not need to, for I knew who he was. The power of God shone through him. I stood in awe at the wonder, but this was my only one chance. I risked everything. I said nothing. I bowed my head and sneaked, pushing through the crowd. At that moment, I didn't care if I touched anyone. I needed to get closer to Jesus. I kept pushing, then he was close enough. I grasped lightly, brushed past the hem of his cloak, and my prayers were answered. Was this real? Was this a dream? No, it was a miracle. My body was healed. I felt strong. My prayers had been answered. I had been healed. I slipped back into the crowd, but Jesus stopped. Everything stopped. He scanned the crowd, examining all faces. I knew he had felt my touch. Who touched me? He said. My heart sunk. A man following him laughed and said, Master, the crowd surround you and pressing on you. But Jesus just looked at him and said, Someone touched me, for I felt the power go out of me. Jesus continued to look at everyone. I was scared. I had been healed, but the people still knew of me. They would recognize me. When he looked at me, I could not hide from him. I could not lie to my Lord. I pushed back through the crowd, falling to my knees before him and cried out, Master, I am the one. I touched you, for I have suffered for years and knew that God would grant me healing if I could only touch you, and it happened. Please have mercy on me and forgive me. He was not angry at all that I had not asked for permission, yet he knew I needed the power of his healing and the faith I had. He looked at me with love in his eyes and said, Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace. And that was it. My life was turned around through the power of Jesus Christ. And for the first time in what felt forever, I was accepted. I was no longer isolated or made to live in shame. I was accepted back in society. I could live again.
It was the saddest day of my life. I had to leave everything. Everything that I knew and loved. I walked through the gates of the village to make my way up to the hill of the lepers. I struggled to remember how long ago that was now. Sometimes my close family would come to the bottom of the hill with food. I thought I would never feel their warm embrace again. A wave was all the greeting we were allowed. When they left, I would sob on my way up the hill. Every time without fail, why was I being punished like this? I did not think I was a bad person. How did I deserve this? My home, my family, with the other lepers now. I would think to myself, thankfully we were few. One day, it started off the same as any other. Myself and 9 others made our ways to the bottom of the hill to pick up provisions from the family members. When we met them, they all spoke with excitement of a man called Jesus. A man they believed was the Messiah, a great teacher, a healer. When I heard the stories of this man, a faith grew inside me that I could not explain. They said he was coming from Galilee and headed this way. I had tried to get close enough to speak to him. He could be the answer to my prayers. Just then we noticed a group of men coming towards us. Was this him? My heart fluttered. The men looked to be in deep discussion. We stood at a distance, then I saw him. He was not one of us. He was healthy and strong, and a glow radiated from him. I knew it was him. I didn't even think to shout unclean. That word would forever ring in my head. He did not appear to be fazed like most. I had to take the chance. It was my only hope. Jesus, Master, have pity on us. It was out before I even realised. Me, a Samaritan, asking for pity from Jesus. He looked at us, his eyes kind with care and compassion. He said, Go and show yourself to the priest. My hopes were dashed. No priest wanted to see us. But as we went, I realised, could it be true? I was cleansed. We all were. I ran back, falling at his feet, praising God and thanking him. I was cleansed. I would forever be in debt to this man. But he looked at me and said, Were not all kind cleansed? He had a point. Where were the others? Rise and go. Your faith has made you well. I never saw him again. He changed my life.
18 months ago, and 1 month ago, at the beginning of my illness began to show. I struggled to stand up straight, and when I tried to, the pain was awful. Over the weeks and months and years, I ended up doubled over. It depressed me and I felt hopeless. No doctors or healers over the years could help. I could do nothing for myself. It got so bad I even noticed needed to be fed. Sorry, it was degrading. No one considered marrying me, and even if they had, I doubt my body could have even carried a child. The village thought I had a demon, and they believed me I was broken. The bright side was that I wasn't shunned like those with leprosy. They knew I wasn't contagious, so I wasn't considered unclean. I have no idea why I went to the synagogue that Sabbath day. I didn't go often. It was painful to go there for a start, and when I got there I was ridiculed. Within the congregation I couldn't be invisible and blend in due to my stature. I had heard about this guy Jesus. Everyone's talking about his teachings. Some said he worked miracles, a healer. I didn't go to be healed and had no hope in him, to be honest. I'd given up. So many doctors and healers could do nothing for me. Out of the blue, he got up and called me. I couldn't believe my ears. He must mean someone else. He called me to come to him. I could feel the eyes of the crowd on me. They also were in disbelief. What had I done to get him to call me personally? They thought. I couldn't see him very well. I was doubled in two. I inched my way forward toward him, and a hush fell over the crowd. The atmosphere was electric. You could hear a pin drop. I will never forget that moment. Jesus said to me, "Dear woman, you are healed of your sickness." He softly touched my back, and immediately I stood up straight. I took the first good breath, and what felt like forever. I began to praise God, and my healing through Jesus. The crowd were also praising God and rejoicing at the miracle they had witnessed. The leader of the synagogue was angry and shouted that it was unlawful to heal on the Sabbath according to the fourth commandment. I couldn't understand their reaction. This was advising from God, yet these religious bullies would moan about anything which came from God because they were not following the law. But Jesus addressed them, the leaders and the followers, and said, "You hypocrites, was not each one of you on the Sabbath untie his ox or his donkey from the stall and lead it out to the watering? This daughter of Abraham, who has been bound for 18 years of Satan, isn't it right that she be released even on the Sabbath?" The crowd rejoiced, and boy did I dance. I had been healed. It did trouble my mind though. I had overheard rumours that the authorities were trying to snare Jesus. I felt that I had added to his burden on the day he carried that cross.
See, we corrupted people for our own gain. We overcharged them, and all of us would delight in getting a share of what we tricked people out of. Of course, being the chief tax collector, I would get the biggest share. And I became a very rich man. I couldn't care less about anyone. I always thought that money would make me happy. I always got what I wanted. Thank the Lord, that day in Jericho changed my life. Everyone was buzzing, talking about this guy Jesus who was coming into our town. The whole place had an air of excitement. I'd heard a lot about this guy. They said he was a wise teacher, and were saying he did miracles, curing diseases, sicknesses and evil spirits, allowing the blind to see and the dead back to life. I mean, some folk were even saying he could forgive sin. The crowds were massive, and I was struggling to get near. Someone said he would be passing soon, having just restored the sight of a blind beggar. "There he is," someone shouted. I tried to push through the crowd, but with me being vertically challenged, I could not see a thing and found myself being lost in the crowd as they pushed back. It was once in a lifetime and it was passing me by. I had to think quickly. I noticed a sycamore tree nearby and I ran to it, climbing as fast as I could, just in time to see him coming. I'm not going to lie, I felt a little foolish. My fancy robe placed carefully to uphold my dignity. But for some reason I had to see this man from Galilee. I can't explain the excitement when I saw him and he looked straight at me. Jesus called out my name, "Zacchaeus." All the eyes of the crowd were on me. He knew my name. I'd never met this man. I didn't catch what he said. I was so taken aback. Then he repeated, "Zacchaeus, come down here, for today I'm going to stay at your house." That very moment, something inside me changed forever. Jesus wanted me. I was overwhelmed by his love. Just by looking at him, hearing him call my name. Jesus was also a man with an air of authority, like he was in charge, but he didn't take advantage of this like I had done. He loved everyone, the broken, the sick, the unclean, the beggars, and me, a cheating, sinning crook. And this was the first time I'd ever felt this kind of love. I scurried down the tree and welcomed him with open arms. He embraced me and we talked. I could hear the grumbling from some in the crowd. He was going to be the guest of a sinner. I stood up and said to Jesus loud enough so that everyone could hear me, "Look, Lord, even now I give half of my possessions to the poor. And if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount." Some of the crowd gasped and whispered. I bet most didn't even believe me, or maybe they were just trying to figure out how much I owed them. Jesus said to me, "Today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is the son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save what was lost." That day changed everything for me. Jesus stayed at my house that evening and left the next day. He stayed in my heart, and his spirit has been with me ever since. When Jesus left Jericho, he went to Jerusalem, and I never did see him again, because it was then and there that he was crucified.
I am Joseph of Arimathea. I suppose you all know I'm a rich man, but I'm a disciple of Jesus. Listen, it was the least I could do. The very, very least. I know what you're all thinking. I really should have done more. I know that. There's no need to rub it in. I should have spoken out before the council, begged them to reconsider, and publicly declared my faith. I know I should have told Pilate of their perjury, pleaded with him to show mercy, explained what sort of kingdom Jesus was talking about, but I didn't. Did I? No. I said nothing. I watched and listened, didn't do anything, but kept my own counsel, sulked like a serpent in the shadows, observed from the outside, bit my tongue, and let them crucify the Messiah. Could I have changed anything? Could it have been different? We'll never know. But I doubt it. Not given the mood they were in. His fate was sealed long before, and no one was going to rob them of their prize. Yet though I keep on telling myself that, vainly attempting to excuse my silence, it doesn't help. For in my heart, I know I had failed him. When the chance was there to claim my allegiance, I was afraid. My concern was all for me and not for him. Yes, I know it's understandable that most likely you have done the same, but that's not the point. Here, brothers and sisters, it's me we're talking about. Me who will have to live with the knowledge of my failure until my dying day. So that is why I decided to act now, offering my tomb to provide for his burial. I know it's not much. I realise that. I do. A bit like shutting the stable door after the horse is bolted. It's all I have left to give, a small way, the only way I know to make amends. A token gesture? You may be right. Nothing but a feeble attempt to help salve my conscience. Most probably. But I really hope it's worth more than that. You see, I've had enough of hiding, enough of closet discipleship, enough of this faith that's afraid to call its name. So I have thrown caution to the wind, nailed my colours to the mast. It may cost me my position. It will certainly cost me my friends. It might even cost me my life. But if Jesus could willingly sacrifice all that for me, who deserves so little, then surely I can do something for him who deserves so much.
We believed he was a prophet. We believed he was going to be a long-awaited Messiah. Our leaders had handed him over to be condemned to death. The Romans had crucified him. We were so sure this man from Galilee was the man to lead our people to a life of freedom and peace, a life of holiness. After understanding this man had healed every kind of disease, raised people from the dead, we even believed he could forgive our sins. Those dream of freedom had been shattered by the powers that be, and disappointment and despair in our hearts was overpowering. Our hopes and dreams killed. I just wanted to get home to Emmaus, back to the familiar Arabic comfort of my family. I just needed to be at home. Some of the women had gone to the tomb earlier that morning, returning with stories that it was no longer in his tomb. They said they'd seen a vision of angels who had said he was alive. Some of our group rushed to the tomb. The women were indeed correct. He has vanished, but he was nowhere to be seen. If he'd been risen, then why would he not be here to comfort our broken hearts? I was confused and felt that there was nothing to do but go home. I'd grown weary and my heart was heavy, bumming with despair. We walked for many hours and talked to Jesus that day. We met a stranger on the way, which wasn't an unusual thing. He must have been living under a rock, for he knew nothing of Jerusalem or the happenings here. Cleopas explained the reality of the devastation. When the man spoke, his voice struck me, it was familiar, but I didn't give it much thought. He said, "How foolish you are, and how slow to believe that all the prophets have spoken. Did not the Messiah have to suffer these things and then enter his glory?" It was then clear he was not as ignorant as we thought, because he knew everything. And beginning with Moses and all the prophets, they discussed what was foretold within the scriptures about the Messiah. How he had to suffer for the glory of God to truly be revealed. He told us how God was victorious over death and that the Messiah truly lived. Just as the woman had said, we all fell sin. Our hearts have been burning in that dusty road, walking along in fog and misery. Grief and crushed hopes, but now with the words of this stranger seemed to bring the sun out, shining a much needed light in our heavy hearts. On approaching the village, the stranger went to bid us farewell and walk on, but something in our hearts could not bear him to leave after he had lifted our spirits. "Stay with us, because it is almost evening and the day is now nearly over." So we sat down and ate with the stranger. He took some freshly baked bread in his hands, and all of a sudden the fog lifted. Wow. That's when I realised Jesus the Messiah is with us. He had walked beside us all along, and now I knew myself and all my fellow brothers and sisters to be loved by my Messiah. That supper was an irreversible moment. Hallelujah! Christ is risen. He is risen.